Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys. A little bit of a different video today. We are looking at a couple of the customs that I made and kit bashes that I did for the recent Marvel What If Zombies episode. Please do like, share and subscribe and all those things. Any support to the channel is very much appreciated. And do check out my 5-minute figure reviews, and not to mention the Geek Week in review with a new show going out every Monday. So, taking a look at these figures, these are my customs of the Tony Stark, Hawkeye, Bucky Barnes and of course Paul Rudd's Ant-Man from the Marvel What If TV show on Disney+. So a couple of weeks ago now we saw the Marvel What If Zombies episode, and it featured a whole roster of loads and loads of characters. Now we know that the guys over at Hasbro and Marvel Legends are already giving us the zombie cap as well as the zombie hunter Spider-Man along with Doctor Strange's cloak. So kind of two characters in one for those of you that have seen the episode. But there was a lot of characters in that show that deserve a figure. Now I'm convinced that we're going to get another wave of these figures at some point because they are easy ones to do. But here's a couple of the customs that I did just to go alongside my Captain America when I do get him. So the first one of course is Bucky Barnes. Now this is a really simple kit bash. It was the Infinity War Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier body that came in a 2-pack with Falcon. I've put the Captain America Civil War shield on him here because obviously it looks beaten up like the one in the Zombies episode. And I've got a custom head here that I got from RDJ Custom Creations of the long-haired Bucky Barnes from Infinity War. So I've just put that on the Infinity War body from that 2-pack because we've not actually had a Marvel Legends version with that long hair. So and there we go, nice and easy one. The second one that I did was Tony Stark or Iron Man as a zombie. Now this is actually a Taskmaster head that was the Taskmaster from the Infinity War wave which came out a few years back. What I did is I made a cast of it. I then sculpted Tony styled hair on it, put a little goatee beard as well, and then just painted it up similar to how he looks in the production art, in the promo art. Popped him on top of one of the Infinity War bodies because we've got quite a few. We had quite a few of those released. Popped him on the top of that and created this. Now here's a look at one of the shots that I did put on Instagram. So if you've come over from Instagram, then please do subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. And this is a little behind the scenes video of how I achieved that shot. It's all tangible, just using smoke effects and lighting in the right places, and a diorama that I built myself, and I'm quite pleased with the overall shot. So looking at the next one, very simple. This is Scott Lang's head. So obviously in the episode we saw his head in a jar. The actual jar here came from a DC accessories pack that I got a few years ago, and it had a Flash helmet in it. I just popped that out, and then I took this smirking Paul Rudd head that we all at the time kind of despised a little bit, but popping him on a little see-through tube here and putting him in this jar, and he actually works quite well as the floating head. So there we go. And lastly, here's probably my favourite one. It is Clint Barton or Hawkeye as a zombie. Again, I've used a Taskmaster head. As I said, I just made a cast of that. Created a different hairstyle here to mimic Hawkeye, and I've used one of the Hawkeye bodies from a few years back. Now when these came out I got quite a few of them, so where they are a little bit harder to come by now, this was one that was in my fodder box. So all I did is I painted up his arms to match the colour that I painted his head, and because they've got the ball joint hips here, ball joint legs here, I was able to kind of twist his leg into kind of like a zombie-esque pose. So it really does work quite well, I think, and you can kind of twist him a little bit and make him look a little bit undead. And then obviously I did a photograph as well, which you might have seen on Instagram. Very similar to the Iron Man one, exactly the same setup with the lights and the props, etc. Just a different character being featured. So here's a behind the scenes look at that again. A couple of trash bags there, a couple of barrels, print out at the back, and there you go. So yeah, so he's definitely, I think, my favourite out of them all. So here's the two side by side. Now, even though they are using the same head sculpt, because I've sculpted on different hair and I've painted the eyes slightly different, I think it gives enough of a difference that side by side they don't look like twins. They do look like two different characters. And here they are in a shot together. This might have been the one that you saw on Instagram. But yeah, no, I'm really pleased with them. So I mean, they will definitely make do. I think once I do receive the Captain America, I know that he's a much lighter green than what I've used here, so I think I'll colour match them to match him, and hopefully they'll all look quite good side by side. But yeah, it's really fun to have an opportunity to kind of mess around with zombies and the Marvel characters, and I think I might take a look at what other ones I can do as well moving forward. So yeah, do go and check out my Instagram page. There's some more pictures there and a bit of a closer look at them. But yeah, any questions or comments, then please do pop them down below. And as I said, if you're new to our YouTube channel, then please do like, share and subscribe and all of those things, because it is very much appreciated. Let me just grab Paul Rudd, pop him in the middle so that you get all three of those post-apocalyptic zombie-esque characters in one shot together. So yeah, so that's very cool. It was a lot of fun to make them. There wasn't a huge amount of work that went into them. It's just a little bit of a repaint. Obviously the sculpting of the hair took probably the longest amount of time, but yeah, I mean, I'm overall quite happy with the result. And as I said, I'll colour match them when Captain America comes around, so that they all kind of stand shoulder to shoulder. But I've actually got a few more of the Taskmaster sculpts done, so I'm going to see who else perhaps I could do as well, and get a whole kind of zombie range up, because that was a really cool episode, and it would be really cool to see some more figures officially revealed. So yeah, till next time, I'll catch you soon.